Here's a classic squeeze theorem problem. The limit as x goes to 2 of 4 minus x squared times the cosine of 1 over x minus 2. Now, this piece, that cosine piece, is a periodic function. It's going to oscillate pretty wildly, which is kind of what makes it here's a Desmos graph of it, a classic periodic function. It's going to go up and down, up and up and down, up and down. But can you see how sort of the top of those points near 2, there's 2, get smaller and smaller, and the bottom gets smaller and smaller. That's a classic opportunity for a squeeze. So what we do is we say, cosine of anything, in particular cosine of x minus 2, is stuck between 1 and negative 1, right? So what do you do for this thing? Well, we say this thing, notice this piece for values near 2, right? That's 0. And, well, I guess less than 2, this would be negative. More than 2, this would be positive. So what do we do with that? Well, I'd like to say, 1 times that is always going to be bigger than this. But I have to make sure that my sign is right. So let's just put absolute value bars there. If this is always less than or equal to 1, then 4 minus x squared times that must be always less than or equal to 4 minus x squared. And what about negative? Well, negative absolute value 4 minus x squared, right? That's 1 times that. So I've multiplied all the way through by that. This thing's stuck between those two things. So this is sort of the requirement A of the squeeze theorem. Requirement B of the squeeze theorem is what's the limit as x goes to 2 of negative the absolute value of 4 minus x squared in an end of absolute value. Well, notice this is a classic substitution problem. X squared has a really clear limit, 4. 4 minus 4 is clear. The absolute value in negative doesn't change that. That's going to 0. And notice the right-hand side is the same deal, right? The absolute value of 4 minus something going to 4 is still 0. Since both of this, the upper and the lower bounds go to 0, it's trapped between them. Therefore, by the squeeze theorem, the middle piece, the limit as x goes to 2 of 4 minus x squared cosine 1 over x minus 2 equals 0.